I want to begin by first and foremost acknowledging the Muslim community here in New Zealand, not only for the impact that events since that day on March 15 have had on them, their friends, their family and their community, but also the ongoing generosity that the community has shown. Many of you will have been here in the period in which we moved immediately to ban semi-automatic weapons and military-style semi-automatic weapons and assault rifles in the aftermath of March 15. That was something that was supported by members of Parliament across the House and has meant that essentially those guns used in the attack were no longer able to be accessed in the way they were prior to that day. We have now removed 60,907 prohibited firearms from circulation. More than 194,245 prohibitive parts have been handed in, and approximately 102.2 million was paid in compensation as part of that buyback scheme. New Zealanders, I think, have once again reaffirmed that access to firearms in New Zealand is a privilege and a responsibility, not a right. We now have 48 countries, 3 international organisations, 8 tech companies in support of that call. It has resulted in things like the Crisis Response Protocol, an initiative which I loosely describe as a civil defence response for attacks that are broadcast in this way online. Sadly, we have seen other events abroad which have called for the kind of coordination that we could have used on March 15th. As a result of the protocol and that coordination, in those events where social media platforms have been used to broadcast attacks, the circulation of those videos have been far, far diminished. A year on, I believe New Zealand and its people have fundamentally changed. I can't see how you could have an event like this and not. But the challenge for us will be ensuring that in our everyday actions, in every opportunity where we see bullying, harassment, racism, discrimination, calling it out as a nation, that is when we'll show that we each individually have a role to play in making sure New Zealand has fundamentally changed for the better. And that is what we must do.